Buyer beware on silver and gold prices. I came across something I'm not too happy about, folks. There's nothing I can do about it. Sellers can ask whatever they want to sell it for. But this is a eBay bullion company. I'm surprised they're asking this much. Stay tuned. We're going to look into that. I also have the proof to the person who called me a liar that I didn't pay just over $500 for two of these silver bars you see in front of you, the ABC bars from Australia. I got proof. We will show you that. Also tell you what's going on at the coin shop, folks. We got the tariffs to talk about too. What's Walmart saying? What are deals trying to be made? We're going to get into it all. So please, like the video. Share the video out. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, because we got the Pimbex giveaways. Stay subscribed because we will have more giveaways, folks. You want an opportunity to win silver? This is the channel to win silver on right now. I'll let you guys know about the Pimbex giveaway. Most of you guys know already, and ladies know already. Let's just get into the video right now. Look, I came across eBay this morning. Just a little while ago. It was not even this morning. It was actually early this afternoon. I came home and I had to get this video out. I was going to wait till later this afternoon. I already did a community post about this. You guys know I'm looking for 40% silver halves and war nickels. So I was looking at war nickels a little while ago. This company on eBay, you guys can look yourselves. I'm not going to name the company, and please don't name the company. You will see it yourselves. Company had a PD&S sets of 3 war nickels from 1945, and they may be in different years as well. They had a whole bunch of listings. Starting bid was $26.99, folks, for 3 gosh darn war nickels. They're melting for about $1.80, $1.82, right around there, folks. You can put your own sets together. If that's what you really want to do, is to put sets together yourselves. These aren't rare. This just takes time for someone to put sets together. That is what you're paying for. If you really want the whole set out there, they come in acrylic cases, folks, and they're only about $50. I still wouldn't pay that much. Me, personally, if that's what you want, that's fine. But this company, for starting bid at $26.99 for 3 of the war nickels, is insane, folks. I normally buy, when I get my war nickels, I don't care what the dates are. I'm stacking for the silver weight. Collectors out there, be warned. Stackers out there, be warned. It's not worth the money. If you folks ever have questions about something that you see online and you think it's too much, send me an email first. I may not be able to get right back to you before the listing ends, whatever. Those are the chances. But if you feel that it's too much, stay the heck away. I'm doing this video early today because I want to get this information out. That one took me by surprise. Okay, that one took me by surprise. $26.99 for 3 war nickels. No thanks. All right, no thanks, folks. I've shown you before on this channel, way before Pimbex offered this sponsorship. Pimbex has been with us since February of this year. February 1st, we talked in mid-January. And Michael reached out to me. We've been having the sponsorship since the beginning of February, folks. I've shown you before, Pimbex is a lot of times the cheapest, folks. Check Pimbex out. Call Michael, call Brian, call the Pimbex team, folks. They are wonderful to deal with. Make sure you are getting the best price. Sometimes they don't always have the best price, but sometimes, they're within a couple dollars range. I would still go with Pimbex on that, something like that. If they're too far out of price, then I'm not going to go with something like that. But when I've shown on this channel, you can save $61, you can save $60 on a Britannia Royal Mint Silver Bar from another company That's huge. Or a $27 difference, cheaper for an RCM bar. That is huge, folks. That is, it's not life-changing money, but no, we got to shop around, folks. We got to shop around. Just because something's online, don't mean we can hit that buy button every single time. Take a few minutes. Do a Google search. Do an MSN search. Do whatever it takes, folks, to save yourself some extra money. I do that all the time. I told you guys about the coffee deal that I picked up from, I can't remember what the company's name was, Emergency Essentials. Everybody else wanted 99 plus bucks. I told you guys about that deal, where to find it. Emergency Essentials at the time, it was at $67 for the same tub of coffees, freeze-dried coffees, long-term storage, whatever, yada, yada, yada. They're not a sponsor, folks. The only sponsor I have is Pimbex. You guys know I'm never going to take a sponsorship with a commission deal. I've been offered other deals. I'm not going to do that to you, folks. This channel is about information. That's how I'm going to get the word out to people. To be honest on this channel and to get the word out. So thank you, Pimbex, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. I hope you folks really check Pimbex out. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. You do that, the bigger giveaways are going to be coming around. Be careful out there, folks. Be careful when another company calls it a sale. Make sure Pimbex don't have it a little bit cheaper than that. Buyer be warned on everything. Let's talk about these 10-ounce silver bars that I got. And I know I moved the camera. I apologize. I knocked it off. It is what it is. I talk about these from time to time, folks. I got these back on February 26, 2024. I'm going to show the proof right here. These came off of eBay. These came from a reputable eBay bullion dealer, and that is what I'm going to say. As you can see, February 26, 2024. I just searched for this. 2 10-ounce silver bars. Cast Australian Bullion Company, ABC. As you can see, that's exactly what these 2 bars are. 1 and 2. I got them for, at the time, $500.68. Free shipping, folks. The time silver was $22 an ounce or so. Again, we're going back to February 2024, so I had to hunt for this transaction. I was able to find it. Luckily, I was able to find it. So that viewer who called me a liar, well, there's your proof there, Buttercup. There's your proof, Buttercup. I don't misquote you, folks. I will never do that. You know, maybe I'll flub something up every now and then. And I'll admit when I flub something up. You know, I'm human. We all make mistakes. But again, Buttercup, the one who called me the liar, not so much now, huh? Let's move on. Let's talk about the Trump tariffs. And I'm not criticizing President Trump, okay? I want to make that very, very clear. Walmart has come out and said today that some of their products will be going up due to President Trump's tariffs, folks. That's not me saying it. That's Walmart saying it. Walmart also went on to say over 2/3 of their products, folks, over 2/3 comes from foreign countries. You know, I love some people who said in previous videos, I don't need anything from China. I will never buy nothing from China. Yada, yada, yada. Well, where is your cell phone made in? Are you sure all your cell phone parts are not from China? Are you sure your cell phone parts are not from another country? Where's your TV made in? Where is your small appliances made in? Where are your major appliances made in? Yeah, there's a few brands are made in the United States. But where do they get the parts from to assemble it then? Pretty obvious. I think I made my point on that one as well. Let's talk about Jerome Powell for a minute, folks. I'm changing my prediction. I don't think we're going to see interest rates cuts in June, and I don't think we're going to see interest rates cut in July as well. I think Jerome Powell is going to lay the line down. We're not going to know from month to month, but with what he's looking at, and I'm not defending Jerome Powell, what he's looking at, he's waiting for tariffs to come into place. Inflation's going to go up, folks. Are they done with inflation, or they're more worried about the job market? I'll ask again, would you rather have job loss, or would you rather have inflation? Both sides of the stick there are bad. You know, I'll use the example of Peter Schiff. You know, you take this medicine, it's bitter. You take this medicine, it's just as bitter as that one. I mean, that's a good analogy to look at it that way. You know, I support Trump on a lot of stuff he does. Alright, I'll come out and admit that. But you know, I mean, we can't always agree on every little thing that he does. We will see how it plays out. I'm not worried about what the administration does. I'm more worried about protecting my wealth. I'm more worried about protecting my grandmother's wealth. I'm more worried about helping my girlfriend stack more silver and gold. She's able to stack a little bit more. She stacks gold, folks. A little bit of gold. Not a lot. She don't have a lot of money. She makes more than me. I don't see her that often. She works for a big retail chain throughout the country where she flies a lot. Alright, and I'm not going to stand that retail company's in major trouble. So she might not having a job much longer herself. So that's something to consider too. So she's putting a little bit of cash on the sidelines. She's not really buying gold right now. She's doing a little bit of silver. A little bit of silver every time she gets paid. You know, she's pretty much able to buy about a half roll of silver eagles every time she gets paid right now. Okay? She probably could do a little bit more than that, but she's putting some cash on the sidelines just in case. She's got a little bit of cash put away. Not all in the bank. Some of it's in the bank, some of it's at home in her safe. You know, why are we keeping all this money in the bank? We're trusting digital things like Bitcoin, meme coins, this so-called new Fed coin, this token coin. You know, I'm going to just ask this. How's that token Fed coin not going to really beat down Bitcoin and meme coins too much in this video? But how is this going to work when the power goes out? And people say, well, the power will come back on. Okay. When there's a hurricane coming, folks, if you live in the southeast, you live in New England, you live where it snows, what do they tell us? Get cash out of the ATM because the power might go out. How's this Fed coin, cryptocurrency, or central bank digital currency? How's that all going to work in a grid down situation, even if it's just a few days? I would like to know that answer by somebody. How is this really going to work? You know, we're having banking troubles now. You know, people rely on the banking system, direct deposits, and expect their money to be there when it's supposed to be there when they work. Or your Social Security checks. You're expected to go on around the same time every single month, maybe a day or two early because it might be a holiday that week. Whatever the case may be, our military relies on the 1st and the 15th. If the 1st or 15th falls on a weekend, it's either that next Monday or that Friday before that goes in. But if we have this new system comes into place, watch what you say. I mean, really, watch what you say on social media then. Because that could eventually shut down. Okay? It could. Not saying it's going to. But we need something physical, folks. We need something physical in our back wallets. Where it's in our safes right now. And I'm talking about physical silver and gold. You want to throw platinum in there? Throw platinum in there. I just don't see platinum is really doing much right now. That's just my theory. I might be wrong with that. I'll tell you folks, I'm stacking everyday nickels. I got paid today by Pimbex. I went to the bank. Got $20 worth of nickels. Okay? Went through them for the war nickels, didn't find nothing there, it's set. Rest of the money went to another. Rest of the money went to most of the money went to another account to pay bills, folks. Left some in there. Okay, to help to pay bills, I should say. It is very trying to come on here every single day, twice a day, trying to give you guys the best information that I see what's going on at the shop. Today at the shop, had another person come in. This woman was probably a late 40s, maybe a touch over 50. She's losing her job. Another one's losing her job, folks. And she's been with this company. Not going to say the name of the company, of course. She's been with this company for 28 years. They said, we're releasing the people who've been with us for a while because know why? They don't want to pay the pension. She's almost at her 30-year mark. She's not going to get her pension. 28 years at the company, folks. This is how corporations treat people. We're just a number. We're just a flipping number. She has got a little money saved. She was coming in. She had a few 5-ounce silver bars. And she says, should I sell them now or should I wait? I says, let me ask you this. I said, you are going to get a severance pay. She says, yeah. She said, about 10 weeks. I said, oh, okay. I said, are you going to be able to find another job comparable? She says, I don't know. She says, I might be too old. Well, I said, I don't think you're that old. And age really should not make a difference. If you're able to do the job, who cares how old, how young you are? Age shouldn't make a difference. But in this day and age, a lot of the companies look at that. And it's sad. And so I said, I wouldn't be selling right now. I said, only sell if you need to. She's got probably about 4 or 5 months of money stacked up, she says. But it's all in the bank. I said, well, you might want to pull some of that out and have some on the sidelines. I'm not saying all of it. I said, pull some of it out or open a different account somewhere else. At least it's all in one bank. I always tell people, folks, don't leave all your money in one bank. That's not a good idea. You know, that's really not the best idea to go with one bank. I mean, there's several banks out there. Protect yourselves. You know, if you even have to open a smaller savings account somewhere else and just have a savings account somewhere else, you can change that through your Social Security office. You can change that through your work, folks. Send so much to this account, send so much to this account, and it's all done electronically. You won't have to make the special trips back and forth. You can do that. Not financial advice, of course. It is very, I guess I'll say it this way. Buyer be warned with everything. If you folks have questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, you guys know where to reach me. My email is always in every single video. I'm here to try to help you. I can't give you financial advice through an email. You guys see a rare coin. You see something you think it's too much. I'll let you know. I'll give you my opinion on it. Alright? I will let you know if I would buy it. You know, maybe you're into a different type of silver or gold coin. I wouldn't purchase. I'll give you that. I wouldn't buy it myself. Based on, I don't stack that type of coin or bar or whatever the case may be. Okay? I mean, that's just how I roll on this channel. This is the same information we give to our customers. You know, we have 2 other females that work with us, and we have another guy that works with us, and we got the owner, and we got the 2 older guys that come in who play games and sit there. If we get a little bit busy, they come and help us out, folks. Everybody's got a little bit of experience of different things they stack. Sometimes the customers want everybody's opinion, which is fine. Everybody has a different opinion of what they stack, how they should be stacking, how much they should stack. You know, to the ones who are just stacking now, the ones who are just starting to get going the last 6, 7, 8 months, or maybe you're just coming in the field now. I'll leave you with this. Don't get more than you can get at one time. Don't compare your stack with this stack, with another YouTuber stack. If your neighbor across the street or next to you stacks, don't compare your stack with theirs. If you have a good friend who's stacking and just been bugging you to start stacking, and this person has, let's say, 1,000 ounces of silver, well, that person started out with 0 ounces as well, or started out with the first 10 ounces or the first 5 ounces. How long this person has been stacking for, how much this other person has money, cash. It really don't matter. As long as you're stacking, you have more than most Americans do, folks. You have more. The average American owns nothing, folks. The average citizen through most of the world has no silver and gold. So, like Canada, probably about the same ratio as us in America. UK, probably the same thing. People in Australia, probably the same thing. These governments don't want us to own silver and gold. They like to manipulate it, folks. Why is the Chinese government telling their people to stack gold? Why is the Indian government telling the people to stack gold? I'm hearing even so on silver in India as well. Not talked to my friend lately. In India lately. We're going to try to group up this weekend, folks. I'll let you know what's going on there if I'm able to talk to him. Look, I'm here twice a day for you, folks. I try to put out 2 videos a day. Come join me. Come subscribe. Don't forget about the Pimbex giveaway. Alright? Don't forget about this awesome Pimbex giveaway. That Pimbex is generously donating 5 of the Frontier 1 Mint silver bars, folks. 5 of those be given away. 1 Silver Eagle will be given away. 1 Franklin $50. And the mint set is going to be given away. 1961. Sign up. I'll put the link to the giveaway in the video comment section below. Stay subscribed. There'll be more giveaways coming. Thank you for getting me to 1 million views, folks. That just happened this morning. So I thank you again for that. Let's keep it going, folks. Keep sharing. Like the video. Stay around. And one more thing I'll leave you with is get different YouTubers talking points. You know, take us all with a grain of salt sometimes. I'm here to tell you the truth. Some other YouTubers, I think they do a good gosh darn job of it. Some other ones, not so much, I don't think. But that's neither here or there. Okay, that's here or there. Get many factors as you can. Get many different opinions you can. Call Michael, call Brian at Pimbex. Get their opinion. It don't mean you're going to buy that day, folks. Talk to your local coin shops. Don't mean you're going to buy that day either. Alright? Once you start getting a feel about silver and gold, and I think a lot of us have been around stacking for a while. I understand there are some new people out there, and there'll be new people joining us. Let's help the new people out. To anybody who has questions, put it in the comment section as well. Maybe there'll be someone else out there will give, a feedback to you too. You get different ideas, different comments. Put it out there, folks. Ask the questions in the comment section as well. Because somebody might have one point of view. I might come across with another point of view. A third, the fourth person, they might all be kind of on the same line, but their viewpoint's just a little bit different. And that's okay. I welcome all viewpoints. Thank you for watching. I'll be quiet for now. We will see you folks tomorrow. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will catch you later.